Good afternoon, children. This is Anman sir here. In the previous class, we are discussing about decimals, right? So, the decimal system was first introduced by Indians, right? And also, we discussed about how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division into the given decimal fractions, right? So now today I'm going to take you on the same topic, so that is multiplication of decimal fractions, right? Multiplication of decimal fractions. We have already learnt the multiplication of whole numbers and natural numbers. Now we shall learn multiplication of decimal fractions. Okay, so multiplication of decimal fractions by 10, by 100, and by 1000. When we multiply a decimal fraction by 10, 100 and 1000, the decimal points shifts to its right. For example, see here we have one example, that is 388.451. So in the given decimal number, so here 388 is the integer part, and 455 is the decimal part, right? So 451 is the decimal part in the given decimal number. So that is 388.451. It can be read as 388.451. So here after decimal, here we have three decimal points, that is 451. So when we multiply by 10, so here multiplicand is 388.451 and 10 is the multiplier and 10 is the multiplier. And also we know that in 10 how many zeros are there in 10? Yes, there is only one zero in the number 10. So here, so when we multiply 388.451 by 10, we get so the decimal expansion can shift to one decimal point to the right. So this can be written as 388.4. Next it is 0.5151. Okay, so when we multiply by 10, so the decimal point can shift to the next number, to the next right digit of the decimal part. So that is we get 3884.51. So in this, so the integer part is 3884 and the decimal part is 51. So the same example, when we multiply by 100, so the decimal point can shift from here to the next two digits of the right places in the decimal place, right side of the decimal place. So it can be written as 388 after decimal C. Decimal can shift from here to the next, this is 1, and to the next it is point. After that we have 1. So it can be read as 38,845.1. So here the integer part is 38,845 and the decimal part is 1. Okay, when we multiply the given multiplicand 388.451 into 1000, we get see after decimal point, here we have three digits, three decimal places, that is 4, 5 and 1. So 4 is in the 10th place, 5 is in the 100th place and 1 is in the 1000th place. Here in 1000 we have three zeros are there, so that when we multiply 388.451 into 1000, we get see 388. So the decimal point will shift from here to right side of the after three decimal places. So that is 388,451 point. This is 0. Okay, so it can be read as unit tens and hundred thousand, 10,000, a lakh, according to Indian place value chart. So it can be read as 3,88,451. So till now we are discussing about when we multiply a decimal number by 10 or power of 10, the product is obtained simply by shifting the decimal points to the right by as many places as the number of zeros in the multiplier after 1. Right? So in the first example, 388.451 into 10, we get 3884.51. So shifting the decimal point to one place of right. In second example, that is when we multiply 100 into the given decimal 388.451, so shifting the decimal point two places of right, so it can be read as 38,845.1. When we multiply the given decimal point 388.451 into 1000, we get see shifting the decimal point three places right, so that is 388 after 451 by putting 0, then next is it is 0. So here the integer part is 3,88,451 and the integer part is 0. So it can be read as 3,88,451. So next we have a example one, example fourth one, so that is 14.751. Here after the decimal point we have three decimal places are there. One is 759, so 7 is in the 10th place, 5 is in the 100th place and 9 is in the 1000th place. Here integer part is 14 and the decimal part is 751. When we multiply by 100, so we know that the number of zeros in the multiplier 100 after 1 is 2, right. See, number of zeros in the multiplier 100 after 1 we have 2 zeros, so the decimal point will move two places to the right, so that the decimal point will move two places to the right, that is 14 after 75 by putting decimal point, so we get 1475.9. So come to the next example, that is find 5.2315 into 1000. Here which is the integer part, children? Yes, so 5 is the integer part, and after decimal point we have 4 digits, that is 2315, isn't it, children? When we multiply by 1000, see here multiplicand is the given decimal point, given decimal fraction, that is 5.2315, and multiplier is 1000. So the number of zeros in the multiplier 1000 after 1 we have 1, 2, 3, that is 3 zeros. Right, so the number of zeros in the multiplier 1000 after 1 is 3, so the decimal point will move 3 places to the right, so the decimal point will move 3 places to the right, so that is, see, 5, 2, 3, 1, 3. After 3 decimal places, the decimal point will move after 3 decimal units, decimal places. So it can be read as 5231.5, right? It can be read as 5231.5, right? So 5 is in the 10th place, so unit is 1, tens is 3, hundreds is 2, and 1000 is 5 according to Indian place value chart, isn't it children? Okay.